them down. Kind of mesmerizing. Well, started on the second part of the floor. Check it out. Also got the wall painted gray. Figure you guys seen the time lapse last time. I'm not sure if you want to see another time lapse again, so just take a few random photos. This video will be a little bit shorter, but man, it's looking nice. Look at that floor. It's a really nice design. So I'm excited to see when it's done. Making some progress. Got most of the floor laid down. Almost half. We're almost half of the room. So I'm gonna go up to this wall with most of this design in the black, and then down to the long corridor way to the back. That's gonna be the killer. The trickiest part is when you get on a roll and you got a design, you got to pay attention and count the squares, because I had to pop up a few here and there because I just ran right through the colors. So that's the tricky part, and then counting the squares based on the layout to make sure that you have the right amount of tiles. Because man, when you get too far down there and then realize that you got to pop a few up, it's killer. Again, the most painstaking part is unbanding and laying them out. That's where you need like an assembly line. You need like one unboxer, one unbander, one to lay them down. You just walk over them and slap them down. So, but making some progress here. Love it. Man, it's gonna look so clean in here. Can't wait to see the end. One of the fastest ways I found to lay the Swiss Trax when you have a huge floor to do, I lay the box on the side that you can see the straps. I cut a window, I cut the straps so I can just pull them out one by one. And then I hired some cheap labor, messy face, to get over here, and as I lay them down, they step on them. So if you got some handy kids laying around, don't be afraid to use them. Look at this floor coming together. Made a path down there. Got the design laying out down here. Gonna have to clean it when we're done, but man, it's coming together nice. Almost done. Got the far room, center room. Got my helper Quavo. This one here. This was the Bad Mama Jamma. Almost done. Got to trim, get the edge back there, and then do all the small spots, all the cutting. Excuse the noise, they're doing the roof. One of the questions I got was, how do I trim around the rack and certain areas? Cardboard. Use cardboard. Lay cardboard down, cut out. I got it so loud. Cut out the area that you want to go around. That's your diagram. Then you take this and place it on there, and that's where you're going to cut. So far, so good. This is where they're going to detail the cars, wash them, a little bit of paint correction. Then in the back, they're going to do the PPF, like Dustin used to do, the 3M stuff. They use Expel. This is where they're going to do that. So we got to call it a clean room. So we got a garage door. And there's the main office over here. And then I get a little office myself in here. So we got the floor installed. It feels great. It looks great. It always looks clean, which is the cool part. Underneath it, you know, there's stuff that falls through, but you can rinse it down. It's got a bunch of teeth, so to say, on the bottom, a little bit of feet, plenty of room for water to find its way through to a drain. The biggest problem we have is there's so much flooring, the amount of static that it builds up, it's crazy. You touch anything metal and it zaps you pretty good. So be mindful of that. We may have to invest in some static-free shoes if there's such a thing, or some kind of spray to spray on the shoes. I'm a little concerned about touching control modules, even my cell phone. You know, I don't want to short my cell phone with electric shock of, I mean, it's a lot of static. It builds up a lot. I don't have any hair for it to stick up, but when I go to flick a light switch, it's a pow. So they do make static liquids to spray on floors and stuff. So I don't know, we'll figure that one out, but I recommend the Swiss Trax. You know, they perform good. I was kind of concerned, but I've had jacks on it. I've had jack stands on it. I've done a little bit of work in the shop so far, and I'm not opposed to sticking with it. You know, so far it looks really nice, really clean. It makes the area that much more relaxing to work in when you got a nice design on the floor. And like when I spill liquids, they fall through, so you really don't see piles of grease and oil and everything everywhere, you know. So we recommend it. This video was just, you know, in case you're thinking of doing it yourself or getting Swiss Trax and having them installed. You know what? Whether it be Swiss Trax or another brand similar to that, you know, I recommend doing it. It just makes your area feel that much more relaxing to work in. So hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't anything extravagant. When I watched it myself, I go, what am I watching? But, you know, if you take something away from it, cool. If not, you know, I appreciate you watching either way. It was more so we had such a wide area to do with the Swiss Trax and the nice design that we just kind of wanted to share our shop, you know, and how cool it looked when everything was all assembled. And in my videos, you'll see the kind of cars we got in there. You know, it feels cool, man. You know, most mechanic shops you walk into are dark and dirty and dingy. And I mean, I've worked in it myself, and there's like a stigma coming along with the automotive world where everything is greasy and oily and smells and is dirty, and it doesn't have to be that way. You know, it's nice to work in a nice clean environment, nice clean floors, you know, nice clean painted walls. Just it makes it that much easier to do the job, more relaxing. You know, I'll say that all day long. It makes it more relaxing, more feng shui, I guess you can say. So thanks for viewing. Appreciate you guys, and see you next one.